FIFA President Gianni Infantino has attended the opening ceremony of the CAF Women's African Cup of Nations in Morocco at the beginning of July, which offered an unprecedented four automatic qualifying places to next year's FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand in 2023. The FIFA president was welcomed in Rabat by Fawzi Lekja, the president of the Moroccan Football Federation. This visit was said to have an ulterior motive. According to unofficial sources, Infantino was there to potentially secure the country as a potential candidate for the World Cup to be celebrated in the year 2030. Morocco is a great country, not only for football. It is a country that knows how to organize important events. This African Women's World Cup is a competition that is very important to us, and this is why I'm here, said the FIFA president. The fact that CAF has chosen to play it here is a testimony to Morocco, to its capabilities, and to President Fawzi, who has managed the federation brilliantly. I am therefore happy and content to be here to see the magnificent opening ceremony and this tournament, and then a good football match as well. All of these comments from July are clearly setting up the possibility of announcing the bid for 2030, and calling this a footballing nation will soften the blow of the backlash that would inevitably come their way if Portugal and Spain do not get the bid. Two nations that join forces and two nations that are actual footballing nations. Infantino is trying to avoid the backlash he received with Qatar. To be fair, they are two entirely different circumstances. Still, money and special interests could come into play. South Africa, who were the host nation in 2010, is the only country from Africa to have the privilege of staging the world's biggest football tournament to date since its inception in the 1930s. According to sources, Egypt are likely to submit a joint bid with Morocco to host the 2030 FIFA World Cup, just to strengthen the candidacy. So here we are, Morocco and Egypt versus Portugal and Spain. If actual football was brought into the equation, this would be a no-brainer. But when was the last time football was considered when making a decision to award the World Cup to a nation? Brazil 2014 is the only one that made sense. South Africa 2010, Russia 2018 made no sense. And let's not get started on Qatar 2022. Literally a money grab in a country that will ruin the atmosphere of a World Cup due to their ancient laws. No alcohol, no bars, no dancing. The LGBTQ community would face jail time if they lived their lives, and well, this was all just peachy. Thank you for the Winter Cup, FIFA. What do you think of Infantino potentially granting Morocco the World Cup instead of Portugal and Spain? Do you think this is a bad decision? We'll read you in the comments, and in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe.